Loose Leaves, Peace Amidst Radical Change, written and read by Alicia Fowle. Chapter 5, Butterfly, Don't You Cry. If nothing ever changed, there would be no butterflies. Imagine the newly created butterfly, looking at what used to be familiar, is now a completely new body shape and wings. What are those? How disoriented it must be. It may even think it is dead. Is this heaven or hell? In a way, it did die. The previous version of itself is no more. Way back, Caterpillar consumed and consumed. Simple, really, a single-pointed agenda. And then the thing happened, an issue, a problem, an obstruction to the agenda, an impenetrable wall against their previous reality. And at first this was a shock, and then an anger, and then a fear, and then confined, the walls closing in and stuck with itself. A cute comic reads, "Life is an uphill climb. Little characters walking on an increasingly steepening slope. If you stay determined and focused, character is practically mountain climbing." And the last pane reads, "Wait, what the?" as the slope rounds into a circle. And that is the way of it when we go into a period of transformation. Comfort is non-existent. The urge to break free is all-consuming. There is temptation to believe in death. I will just not do anything. But something eventually says from deep within exactly what needs to happen. And look at you. You're different. Yes, this is me, and this looks wonderful, and I want to celebrate. The creature remembers and begins to struggle, pushing to get more, not the way it pushed to consume as a caterpillar. This force comes from inside. It's impossible to stop once it has started. Eventually, they push into empty space and panic. But only for a minute, just a minute to catch the breath, to know and trust this new reality. Strength building, awareness of the sun, the blue sky, the open air seeping into those drying wings. They flutter, they lift off, they live. We've recently acquired 2 caterpillars. This one will go first, our butterfly benefactor says, but within days, second creepy crawler is hanging, and suddenly, one day to the next, a chrysalis. A chrysalis is in fact different from a cocoon. The caterpillar's actual body forms a mysterious green gold studded form from the inside. The caterpillar layer is shed like a black husk. The one predicted to do that first is hanging there, a black corpse. Clearly some crucial piece of the process went haywire. Perhaps there were too many bumps on the drive home, but I don't have the heart to throw it away yet, or give it a proper burial in the garden. We shouldn't discredit our losses. Handling well the little ones is practice for the big ones. On YouTube is a science teacher who raises butterflies from egg to caterpillar to chrysalis to butterfly. The monarch caterpillar butterfly has this specific life arc. They eat a specific milkweed plant in winter in a specific area of Mexico. It could be fine if humans weren't constantly ruining animal habitats, flattening butterfly way stations. With no consideration to our butterfly friends, we mow down milkweed in good suburbia neighborhoods for proper suburban lawns. So they're struggling, and one science teacher's response is to raise more in a safe home and raise awareness through public videos. Grow milkweed so the caterpillars can eat, he says. So I am waiting at the kitchen table, elbows propped, looking at this mysterious little green bundle with guarded hope. Butterfly? Are you in there? I'm anticipating. Like I did at 3, then 5, then 7 months pregnant, the belly always growing in front of me, the baby claiming mom's body territory, the pokes and kicks that became background music, and my endless running mental monologue about having a baby. Going to have a baby, this far along. Gotta do X, Y, Z still, and how do I feel? Do I feel okay? Is everything okay? Are you okay in there? Going to have a baby, I feel okay, I think it'll be okay. Don't think about last time. I said I would never do that again. First thing out of my mouth after she was laid, scuzzy and viscerally alive on my belly. I'm never doing that again. "Don't think about that right now," the new dad said to me. "Where is he to say that to me now? He's sleeping. I'm going to have a baby. I'm pregnant again. I'm doing that again. Don't think about it. Too late. I'm going to have a baby. God, no wonder I can't sleep. I can't sleep. I need a bowl of oatmeal. Eating oatmeal at 2 a.m. again. Probably be different this time. Don't think about it." Special kind of meditation, being pregnant. I discovered a poem from 10 years ago when I was pregnant with our second child, managing depression with supplements and yoga. I gave birth 7 months later, after an hour labor in our own shower, unattended except for my spouse, in a relatively calm, peaceful way, to a relatively calm, peaceful child. Here's the poem I titled Coiled. I am huddled and waiting, coiled to the core. I will lie and wonder till the day. I will relax, knowing providence. Warm, allowing, gentle, rocking, random melodies soothing, then swiftly with the weight of our collective desires, down through the doorway. To say hello is to change forever, every cell not the same. Wonder, confusion, fatigue, routine. Meeting you, baby, child, traveler. I have known you a very long time already. How interesting it will be to see you, coiled in this body too. This evening was a wonderful evening to be joining the Buddhist group via Zoom in the backyard. I settled myself lying down on a blanket for the initial 20 minutes meditation. Feeling the earth absorb my stress and backache, I sat up from this with the final bell to see a dragonfly being attacked by a wasp. I knew dragonflies eat mosquitoes. What ate dragonflies I didn't know. Now I know. Literally in front of my eyes, right in front of my blanket, the epic battle played out. After the initial wrestle, wasp flew off, dragonfly fluttered, but stayed earthbound. Sometime later, the wasp returned and began their feast and then flew off again. The wasp returned after flying around me, sizing me up too, to take away the dragonfly's head. Sometime after that, the wasp returned and left with another piece, this time the dragonfly's tail. My eyes followed them this time to a branch above me, wasp chewing away at their tail-sickle dessert. All that was left on the ground were faint mesh wings, lying in the grass, a dozen ants cleaning up the crumbs. Meanwhile, Sangha members are reading aloud. Chapter 22, Release. That was a Buddhist group like none other, in permanence in real time. One morning, the chrysalis looked all black, and while I was at work, our little friend broke its chrysalis cage loose. Based on the scent gland spots, it's a boy. He spent one more night in the jar before an early morning excursion to the park where we are planning a cacao ecstatic dance. Good place for release, I think. Here you go, little friend. Be free. Have a good time in Mexico. Insert the dramatic flying into the sunrise, but reality, butterflies nestled in the drying grass. Not a morning butterfly, I guess. I hope. Watch out for those wasps, little guy. Every being has a when. They break apart and start again, and again and again.